A restaurant rant. You know, when you go to a restaurant and you see automatic gratuity and you're like, why do we have those? And then you get a table and you're like, that's the reason we have automatic gratuity. I had one of those tables over the weekend and I want to talk about it. So they go up to the hostess. They're a 14 top, no big deal. The hostess always asks, do you mind sitting at two tables that are right beside each other? Because we only have so many tables that are like one giant long table for you to all sit together, and it might get you in faster. I had a 6 top and a 6 top right next to each other. We put 2 chairs in the end, 7, 7, 14, done, son. They have not sat down yet. Finally, one of the men comes over after standing forever and says, hey, there's not enough chairs. My host is like, really? Because you said 14, there's 7, 7, 14. That's how we go. He's like, oh, well, there's 16. Pro tip for anyone going in big groups, whoever you decide to send to the front to be your representative, go ahead and let them know the exact amount of people you need. Because I can take chairs away, but adding them, especially in a situation like that, is really freaking hard. So he comes back and he's like, so my brother is just going to hold one of the kids that's sleeping. We don't think he's going to get up. So I guess that takes away one of the chairs. And then we're just going to add a chair onto the end of this one. So instead of it being like a rectangle where I can walk right up to this end and like talk to people, it now like curves around the end because there's 3 people now on the end, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but it's really frustrating because I can't hear passing things out. I have to lean between people. It's just a pain in my butt. So they are 4 checks on the party of 16. They've put all their kids at the second table, which I understand a lot of people do, but please, if I can just give you like an insider perspective, if you're going to do that at a restaurant and you're going to be not sitting with your child, can you please not look at me and go, oh, mine's the girl with the hair. What? Oh yeah, mine's the boy with the eyes. Hello? Just order for your kids if you're not going to sit with them. It makes the server's life so much more simple. But I digress. The man that didn't know the head count is also the man that's furthest away from me. He keeps mumbling. Now, not only is he a mumbler, but he has like a grill or something in the bottom of his mouth. I only bring it up because I cannot understand this man, and I have one ear that doesn't really work. So I can't hear him. I'm extra far away because I've got a whole other line of people in front of me, and he's like, I don't know what you're saying. So finally, we figure out he wants a beer and a water. Great, can't wait to bring those back. Bring back all the drinks. This couple has a lot of questions. I'm answering all of them. This man is in the back corner going, hey, hello, hey. Can I help you? All I can hear is, I don't want water, I want water. What? So I'm like, I don't understand you. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you speak up? And he's got that thing in his mouth, whatever. Finally, his wife answers for him. Like, you didn't know this whole time. You could have been helping me. She said he wants it in a to-go cup. Sure, not a problem. Let me know up front, please. I'm like, okay, so you want me to bring you a cup? Yes, got it. I'll go grab that and the beer. I come back, I set the beer and the cup on the end of the table because I can't reach back to him. And everyone's like, we're ready to order. Great. I start taking the order. I take grandma and grandpa up front, the 2 top. I work my way next to the table or the ticket next to them that have 6 people. It's the biggest ticket. I'm almost done through. This man starts yelling at me again. So again, I don't understand what he wants, but he's just doing this with the cup. And finally he says, I want the water in the cup. So I'm like, yeah, you have water in front of you. So I straight said, do you want me to pour it for you? Like, can he not pour it? And his wife goes, no, he doesn't want the water to touch the plastic cup that you brought him. He wants the water to go from the faucet directly into the to-go cup. My whole thing is, I understand people don't like using certain things from restaurants, but you are willing to trust my fork, my knife, my spoon, my bowl, my plate, my appetizers, my beer mug, but the plastic cup that goes through the same dishwater, same dish pit, same everything, everything else does. That's where you draw the line of what you trust and what you don't. Okay. So after she explains what he wants, he's like, yeah, and takes the cup and throws it in my direction. Now, it's a styrofoam cup. It had nothing in it. It barely made it to halfway down the table. But you threw something at me. And that turns a switch inside me that I cannot help. So I look at the cup, I look at him. I have 2 of the 4 families ordered by now. And I'm going to be loud because this is what I did at the table. I said, okay, so do you want me to stop everything right now and go get your cup and fill it up with water? Or do you want me to go ahead and finish ordering the food and then I can service you? Which one would you prefer, sir? I didn't say it was good. I said that's what happened. So he's like, everyone at the table's like, please let her finish ordering. We're really hungry. And he's like, yeah. Go ahead and finish ordering. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
In my mind, I'm like, it's autograph, it's autograph, it's autograph. Like, that's the only thing I kept saying to myself this entire time. So I start finishing the order of the family that I'm working on. And I see him out of the corner of my eye, get up from the back corner, and he walks by, comes back, I don't know, 60 seconds later. And I am still finishing answering questions because there's so many questions at this table. And I see him with a to-go cup, assuming it's water, sit down. He says something at my expense that I didn't hear. I just heard her, and a little bit of giggling at the back corner of the table. So I know he went up and asked somebody else for water. I don't freaking care. As soon as I finished taking that order, I went to the back. I got him a to-go water with the lid, the straw, everything came out right down on the table. I was like, there's your to-go water, sir. I hope you enjoy it. Knowing he had already gotten one because I do not care. Now, my hostess said, I need to tell you something later once we're not busy. And I found out later that he had walked up to the host stand that was right beside my section, but I can't see it. There's like a little wall there. And he said to her, would you please get me to-go water? My server is upset with me, and I think she's going to put drugs in it. I would like to officially put on the record, I have never, nor would I ever, no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, no matter what you've done as a customer, would I ever put drugs in your drink or food. You just put that officially out there. Additionally, not that it's anyone's business, but beyond some green gummies, I have never done any drug, recreational, prescription, anything for recreational use. So my point is, it's not like I just had a sack of drugs on me that I was going to sprinkle into his water because he gave me a problem. Like, I don't even know where to go with that one. Like he told my coworker that he thought I was going to put drugs in his drink. Got it. So I'm like, hey, I'm never going back to them. I had another coworker run some bar drinks for them. I did have to go out because my food runner brought their gumbo to them, and he was like, is there pork in it? And I was like, no, there's no pork. And he was like, how do you know? And I was like, because I live here. Because it's seafood only, it says on the menu. I promise you, I've been asked this question a million times. There is no pork product in our gumbo. He straight is like, I can't trust you. And he gives it to somebody else. Whatever, dude. Whatever this whole thing is that you built, go ahead and cross that path. They were just a lot. They needed a lot. They always needed something. No matter what table I was at, they were always trying to like, hey, to me and everything. And I did a lot of breathing while they were there. Eventually we got to the end and they asked for 6 boxes, 6 individual bags because no one wanted to put their food together. Whatever, just get out of my restaurant. A bunch of to-go cups, fine. And then I brought the bills and there was only 4 checks on that 16 top. You best believe they went over every single line. They were showing their spouse. They were showing each other like they were detectives on that paper. Like I just put something secret on there, maybe drugs. I don't know. So I finally come back because they're taking forever. No one will put their card out. No one will put cash out. And I'm like, hey, are we ready? Because I am. So the girl at the front was like, hey, we have a question. And I think she got voted because she was like what you would say is the nicest at the table. And they were all there for the fireworks earlier. So they knew I was just like this close to just creaming them all with cheesecake. She's like, I thought we had to be on 1 check for you to add automatic gratuity. I said, oh, ma'am, if you were 16 individual checks, I still would have put automatic gratuity on there. Would that be cash or card? She's like, oh, I guess we thought it had to be 1 check. We didn't know that you could still do. Yes, you are one party. You are one group. You are a family of people who are apparently not going to tip me. So I run the 3 out of the 4, and you best believe when I get to the last one, who is the gentleman in the corner who's had a problem this entire time, he's like, well, I didn't get a check. I said, it's right in front of you. It's that long piece of paper with all the numbers and listed words and everything. Yeah, that's the one. And he goes, oh, I thought I didn't have to pay because of all the trouble with the water earlier. So I said, your bill's $165. Would that be cash or card? There's also a button on there when you run their card that lets them choose between like an extra 2%, 5%, 7%, custom or no tip. And then they have to sign. Even if it's gratuity, you have to pick one and then you have to sign. And I knew it was going to be all no tip and sign, which is fine. But I wanted it to be my choice. So every time I ran a card, I turned the machine around to them and I said, go ahead and hit no tip right here and then sign for me. Okay, scan yours and go ahead and hit no tip right here and then sign for me. That man just gave me like the nastiest look when he looked down at his receipt and realized that he treated me that way the entire time and still had to tip me and tip me decent. the looks he was giving me was worth most of what happened. Most. Here's a takeaway. If you treat people in customer service so poorly that you have to worry about them putting illegal substances in your food when they walk away because of the way that you have treated them, maybe change that. Maybe don't treat someone like a total asshat. Maybe don't go out to eat. Maybe that's your solution. But if you're that worried about somebody putting an illegal substance in your drink because of the way that you talk to them, you're the problem, baby. Ooh, girl, that was exhausting. I love you guys. Please be kind to yourself. Bye, besties.